Well, today we are absolutely thrilled to welcome Arthur Gourounlian to the show. Creativity and heart. That doesn't even speak volumes about what you are. You are larger than life. Arthur, welcome to Spotlight.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for having me. And I love the fact that we're matching. I've changed 3 times and we are matching. What are the chances? It's meant to be.
It's meant to be. And of course, when he walked into the Stella and he was like, wow, look at this for a podcast.
I know the background. Seriously. It's not like just a simple wall. We have the Stella, seriously.
Well, what's lovely about it is, of course, it's very cinematic here. And
exactly.
you are known Australian. And it's arty.
It's all about art. So I love this, that you have this background. Thanks for having me.
Not at all. It's so creative and your life is so creative. And we've been having a chat just even off camera.
Yeah.
You live nearby. You've got the 2 beautiful children, Brian and everything. I mean, your life feels to me that you're in possibly the happiest place you've ever been.
You actually sum that up very well. Yes, I'm the happiest that I've ever been. Do you know what I was saying? I'm 45. I turned 45, 1st of June. I was like, what have I done in my life with everything I've been through when I was younger? And then seeing everything I've done the past only like 3 years. I keep saying I'm been in Ireland for 5 years, right? But I've only been active 3 years because since I sat in that beautiful Dancing with Stars chair in 2022, 9th of January, I will never forget. I feel like Ireland changed me in a stunning way. Everybody embraced me because I wasn't really in a spotlight. I was loving behind the camera. And so much has happened in 3 years, Lisa, is just incredible. I'm enjoying every single minute of it. And I say to everybody, I live my life very unapologetically.
Yeah,
I don't apologize to anybody. I don't care what people say. I know where my home is. I know who my friends and family are. And then social media, 97%, it's absolutely incredible. And those 3%, they will never bring me down. So I'm loving my life, every single minute of it.
We'll touch on that in a minute because there's so much to talk about in your life. It's like Arthur just, when you feel his presence, by the way, here in the room, it's not even the flamboyancy, it's the vitality. You've got so much energy and joy in your heart. And I know you haven't always had an easy life. And sometimes the people that are the most beautiful feel that they have had the most pain. But I know you've a long story. I know you've shared it before. It's been on the record, but just tell us a little bit about your journey getting and meeting Brian and coming here from Armenia. It's fascinating if people don't know it.
That's so true, actually, because obviously before I came to Ireland, I left Armenia when I was like 13 years old. It was 1993 October because of the war with Azerbaijan. So obviously when you're a little boy and my sister, your parents try to do everything they can to save your life. Now I'm a parent, I'll do anything. I'll give up everything. So when we were leaving Armenia, to me, I was like, little boy, we're going to another country. I don't know where we're going, but it's fun. It's amazing. So obviously we were escaping. And until when I actually grew up and reading all the papers, what my parents went through, I was like, how did you do that? And now I understand, as a parent, you do anything. You jump off the cliff because you want to save your kids. So yeah, I've seen very bad things in my life when I was young until probably I was like 14, 16. I suffered a lot, not suffering myself, but we were refugees, asylum seekers. So I was going through things that I didn't know were happening behind the doors. I remember when our visa was fake visa, was to go to Denmark, but we ended up in Belgium because we were stranded in Cologne in a train station. And then only now my sister reminded me that we didn't have any money to go to Denmark anymore. And somebody gave her extra money to buy a ticket, thinking she was a homeless girl. But we didn't realize at the time again. And why is this man giving? Because obviously we looked, we did look homeless. I'm not going to say we looked fabulous. No, we didn't. And then I remember we got enough money to buy a ticket to go to Belgium from Cologne. And when we ended up in Cologne, from Cologne to Belgium, I remember my memory, Salvation Army.
Yes.
We were locked there for 3 months. So I lived my life 3 months in a room that I didn't know what was happening, because if you left your house, that little, I'm calling house because for me it was a house, it was just like a little box. If you left, you were deported straight away, gone. So I've seen the horror. And when my dad passed away after being 2 years in Belgium, I was 16 years old and my life completely changed. I feel like I was always energetic. I was always fun. But when my dad passed away, he had so many dreams. As an Armenian, you always want to see Eiffel Tower. You want to be in Paris. It's known for that. Yeah. My dad was working 5 million jobs to save money to go to Paris from Belgium. When we get our Belgian passport, never happened. And when he passed away, listen, my life changed. It's like somebody, I always explained, somebody took an old chip and put a new one, said, new Arthur 2.0, gonna start his life. Right. And I left home. I left my mom in that little village because we had this apartment just temporary to see what will happen with our life. And I left, I went to Brussels, I said, I can't do this anymore. I can't be here. I need more with my life. So I left when I was 16 years old. I lived
so
in
young.
Brussels on my own at 16. Like my mom let me because she knew I'll actually probably die. Like literally, I can't survive in the little village. So I left. I was doing hairdressing, apprentissage, and I lived in a little box in the middle of Brussels in a studio at 16 years old. So
That's
I built my life in 1997. February, I moved to Brussels. I was 16 years old, yeah. And then from there, life started.
Yeah.
Like and then my mom obviously had to, we were told, you can't stay in Belgium. We got deported. And I remember because we were in a little village, the mayor was so lovely. He said, I'm going to pretend I didn't see this because everybody loves you guys. But when the police department of immigration comes, you have to leave the country. And then everybody said to my mom, you have to marry. You can't go to Armenia. What the hell are you going to do there? And then obviously my mom, she did because to save her 2 kids. And when that happened, because we're under 20, under 18, we got our Belgian passports. And when I say to you, when I was not 18, I got my Belgian passport, I cried and I cried. I know it's just a piece of paper, but that
it's the significance of it though, Arthur, and what that means.
It's everything. Like when my daughters got their Irish passport, I was crying again because because it's such a huge thing. That's it. It's like validation. You'll be okay. And so much happened. I said, I'm going to live my life to the fullest and no one ever will stop me.
Your story is immense.
Do you know?
And I can see you getting emotional there. And I'm thinking in myself, what you've seen, what you've done.
Oh,
Horror, total trauma. But isn't it, and I feel this with my own life because I've had a lot of trauma too. My father was very sick and has only, passed away recently, that, sometimes those people, us or many others, I'm not just speaking about you and me, but that we who have seen pain, like others, yours particularly has been brutal and fierce, are sometimes the ones that live unapologetically and decide and choose that their life is going to be beautiful now. It's like you've seen the other side of things, those that have had an experience, maybe they have battled cancer or they've had something else happen to them, a health scare, very serious health scare, and they've thought, right, that's it.
Yeah.
No more. I'm not waiting for anything or anyone anymore.
It's so funny. Not funny, but it's so weird you're saying this because the amount of people also said, I couldn't turn and go into a dark side. And lots of people went to dark side. So I choose the light, live my life beautifully. But lots of people saying, what you've been through, like I don't really see a therapist or psychiatrist. I've never seen it because I'm a very strong-minded person. But apparently when I was, when you're at the party, I was like, oh, I'm a psychiatrist. When you kind of tell your story, it's like, Arthur, the amount of people actually go to the dark side. How did you do it? I was like, because I want to be happy and I want to survive. I always say to my husband, I want to survive and I'm a survivor. I will survive. I died nearly, I would say, I'm like a cat. I nearly died 9 times.
That's not a funny topic, by the way. You actually were very sick. Yeah.
But so many things happened to me. The first earthquake in 1988, I was 8 years old. I nearly died, but I'm still here. There's so many things like this happen. My dad had a gun on his head while we're traveling, escaping Armenia. I was staring at the gun on my dad's head. Do you remember? There's so many things, but it make me stronger. And do you know what? It's like, F you to everybody who comes for me. And lots of people obviously didn't believe me either, because I was a hairdresser and then I became a dancer by accident because I always wanted to perform. But people say, I won't succeed. So that's why don't let people bring you down because it's not going to bring anything good to you. Those are the people who will never try to do anything. It's like making businesses. I want to do this, I want to do that. But do it. Who's stopping you? But also people will be the first one criticize you if your business didn't do well. But I'm the first one saying, but at least I've tried something. What did you do? Yeah. So do you get my mindset? It's like, at least I actually did it. Didn't work. It's okay.
But you look to me like you're a person that manifests. Do you think of things and then they happen or not?
You're gonna laugh. Back in 2003, remember that thing called Secret?
Yes,
Okay.
the book, The Secret. Yeah.
I moved to UK 2002, and I was always energetic, but I never said I was a refugee. I was a Belgian boy. Armenian, Belgium. I didn't want people to feel sorry for me. And I was always energetic, blah, blah. And Secret came out, and I never read book, never seen anything. And people used to come to me saying, this is before Manifest. Nobody was talking Manifest. Like, oh my God, you read the book Secret. I was like, what Secret? They're like, but you have to manifest. I was like, no, I live my life because I love doing this. When I didn't get a job for a TV show, I wasn't crying. There's something new. There's something else. There's a new door going to open.
You turn the corners and find the joy where it is and lean into it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Go grab a coffee. You didn't get an audition for a MTV Music Awards. It's okay. You're still alive.
Yeah.
So,
do you know what, Arthur, and I know obviously this is a podcast, so people can visually see us, they can hear us, but there is so much energy in this cinema. You take up the whole screen almost.
It's because I love life so much.
I know.
Lisa,
can feel that.
I love life so much. Like, I don't know.
Well, you know that it could have been taken away from you at any space, at any stage.
Taken away from me because, like I always say, my mom always said to me, happiness is number one thing. Obviously, you have to be healthy, but also with health comes happiness. If you're not happy, how are you going to be healthy? Because if you're not happy, that's where you bring all the negative energy on yourself.
Yeah,
and I never want to do it. And my mom said 3 things: health, happiness, and don't ever be jealous of anybody. Because jealousy can destroy families, friendships, workshops, whatever. So that's why I never been jealous of anybody. I'll probably be jealous because somebody's wearing beautiful fashion design or something. Like, oh my God, I want that. Okay. But I don't get jealous. I don't have any jealous bones in my body. And I've seen people are coming. The jealousy can destroy you.
Yeah.
I am Arthur, you're Lisa, Barry, everybody. We are individual people. Stop being jealous of others. Why are you jealous? If you want to make something happen, do it. Like when people were jealous of me saying, oh, you're not going to be a dancer, don't move to UK because in UK, everybody's trained. I was like, okay, that was in 2002.
I love the fact that you're a maverick and you just try things, but you've got that sense of
100%.
If I don't try it, I don't know, or just throw it at the wall and see what's going to stick.
Totally.
Now, something that has really sticked is the wrong word. Stuck.
You're actually talking like me now. It's okay.
Something that sticked.
We're allowed.
Is your perfume. I'm so excited for you because this is another. I mean, I see all your beautiful tattoos, but this is a sensory art form perfume because it's smell and it's language of love because people buy with their noses and they buy to recreate memories. Tell us about your perfume. It's doing fabulously. And why did you decide to do a perfume?
Whoever knows me, they know I've always been obsessed with smells. I wash myself with perfumes always. And a funny story, I remember we moved obviously from Armenia to Belgium. And I remember the first thing I smelled, 2 things, the grass and men. And I wasn't gay or anything, how men smelled. In Armenia, men didn't wear deodorants. So imagine the smell. You don't have deodorant. I'm moving to Belgium when there is deodorant. It's a European country, whatever. I was like, oh my God, why are they not smelling like Armenian men? It's fine. And the grass, when you cut the grass,
it's beautiful
the smell. And I remember in Armenia, nobody cut the grass like this. So I don't remember smelling the grass. My smell, Brian always telling me like I'm like a dog. I smell everything. And perfume was...
when you said that, that's gone over my head. He thinks you're like a dog.
You have a nose like a dog. You smell everything. I was like, because I'm so sensitive with my, like if I can lose anything, but my smell, I have to. It's so important to me.
Okay, so it's a big sensory form.
Big sensory, 100%. And I remember when I was like, my mom was doing, the nail varnish back in Armenia. I used to stand there and smelling it. I'm very, very big with smells. And I always said one day, and when I bought my first ever perfume with my apprentissage, when you get your check as a hairdresser, and I went and I bought, because we couldn't afford perfumes. So I went and I bought a perfume. I was like, oh my God, I have a perfume. And I was squirting a little bit because it was too expensive. It wasn't, but to me, it was too expensive.
Yeah, of
so
course.
all my life, I said, one day, it's a dream. Listen now. I'm not saying I'm going to do it tomorrow. It's a dream. That dream came true.
I know.
That dream, like that little boy who loves the smells. I used to smell chocolates because we were not eating too much chocolate in Armenia. My first sneakers, I was 13 when I had my sneaker bar or Mars bar.
When you had 13.
So because we're in Russia, we had to split in 4 to just take. So the smell is so important. And I always said, everything I said, even to my husband, he said, yeah, whatever, I made it happen.
You really have. And, there's so much we can talk about today. Our time's going to go like this, but I know you've already got your own podcast with Donal Skean and that's flying and going really, really well in the charts. But I suppose everybody will remember and know you from Dancing with the Stars. I mean, you're just the judge that lights up the room. Tell us about that experience and what made and continues to make it the best fun ever.
Yeah. Well, me sitting on that panel, it's actually the cherry on the cake, because as a foreigner, English is my fifth language. Wow. To sit on that panel talking live, it's a huge risk for people who took on me, which is, I'm so grateful. Do you know what I mean? Because I remember I got the first call from Eugenia, the producer, in 2001 and 2021. She said, listen, we're auditioning. Long story short, I was like, let's just go for it. What worse can happen? I audition. And when I got the job, my knees went. And I don't get really stressed or upset. I was like, oh my God, I'm doing Dancing with the Stars. And when I say I sat in that chair 2022, 9th of January, changed my life in Ireland, it's incredible how people actually embraced me, And I think till this day, we broke a record as the first foreigner on Irish television live.
Did you really?
Happened.
That's amazing.
Because normally you have Americans or people speak English, their first language, but you never had live someone who's English language is fourth or fifth.
But I'm not surprised, Arthur, because of your energy. That's what I keep saying, your energy, your vitality. It's so effervescent. That's the word I would use for you, that you just devour life. You cherish it.
I devour life.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I don't just eat nibble. No, I devour. I love life. So I'm grateful to be sitting here.
You can feel Americano.
That. I love life.
You can feel it
to the fullest.
When obviously, I called you and said we'd love to have you on. You take every opportunity and enjoy every opportunity.
I'm a yes man.
It's not a slog to do the job you do. And you said to me as well that, obviously you're very busy. I mean, Brian's working on TV, so many other things going on and things are busy, but you've got the two girls as well. So life is busy, but you said to me that actually they invigorate you. You're not a tired parent. Tell me what the secret is.
When I say that,
oh my God,
keep you energized and young and fresh. Even the doctor told my mom, keep on your toes because your grandkids keep you on toes. It's true, because if you don't have kids, I will watch Netflix when I have a couple of minutes. Now I don't even remember what I was doing before the girls.
Yeah.
I don't remember, Lisa.
True.
We're still busy like before, but now you will never see me 2 p.m. watching Netflix or watching Amazon, whatever, any movies, because I don't have time, because I love the life I have with the girls. And like I said, I will give up everything to raise a family. I always want to be a dad. I always want to be having a family. So the girls are literally the trophy of the trophy. Oh. And I will do anything for them. I'm like, what my parents did for me, I'll do everything for my kids. And they keep you energized. They keep you going. They keep you, because now you have to work even harder to provide. You have like 4 mouths to feed now. Do you know what I mean?
It's
so
busy.
You can't just give up.
No. And I suppose I was thinking to myself, they must have a bit of help. Like you might have somebody helping you, a nanny or a grandmother or somebody, but actually
6 sisters-in-laws. So literally like, hello guys, who's coming? Help me now. But I always say me and Brian that's why I love Brian.
You're very hands-on.
We are very hands-on, but also we are a military household.
Oh, I'm going to take a leaf out of this book. So how do you do it then?
Organization is the key, and teamwork. If Blake is crying, I'm not going to be, it's your turn, go. No. If Brian's awake, go look after the child. We don't fight. It's your turn. Can you dress her? No, it's all about, we don't fight. When it's kids, we don't fight. I will never say to Brian, it's your time to go to change the nappy. Why would you say that? We're both parents.
Yeah, of course. No, I get that.
I mean, respect to everybody who's a single parent. Listen, respect to you, because it's a lot of work. But again, I love it because it's keeping me like energized and young. But teamwork is so important. Like people ask me, what's the advice? I can't give you advice. I'm winning it like every parent.
I know.
I'm still 2 kids. I'm still winning it. Every day it's a new day, a new challenge. Blake is growing up so quick. She can talk even more now. So I'm winning it. I don't have advice, but teamwork.
You've really been open about your journey. And I think that's just important to touch on slightly. Again, it's been out there. Of course, you've got the book. The book was #1 bestseller. So, now on reflection that people know your story and it's there, are you still excited to tell people about the journey, or do you feel we've parked it, I don't want to talk about it anymore?
I'm very, very excited, because I think when we start talking about it, I know We had criticism. Get over yourself. You're not the only one having surrogacy. But did I say I'm the only one? Have you ever read somewhere saying I'm the only one having a surrogacy? No. Why are you coming for me? It's my story. Everything I say here, it's my story and Brian's story, my family story. I'm not going to talk about your life or any other lives. Do you know what I mean? We were excited because we were having finally a family. We were building a family. So let me enjoy. I'm not saying I'm the first gay having kids. No, it's been going on. Like when people said, oh my God, son, we spoke about it in Ireland. It went so crazy. It was everywhere.
I remember watching you on the Late Late Show, actually. I was like, wow, it was a brilliant interview.
Because we were so loud. There are other people who did surrogacy, straight, gay, doesn't matter. That's why I'm not saying it's only gay. Lots of straight couples.
Of course, absolutely.
It's not unheard of. It is. But because we were proud and loud and proud, we were out there, we were having, and I think it created buzz. And when people say, oh, you're the advocates for surrogacy, no, because there are people there who are been working 20 years to be the advocate for surrogacy. Do you know what I mean? We were just having a kid. That's all. This is our story. We're doing surrogacy, and we're so blessed for Aoife, my sister-in-law, to give this gift that I could never, ever repay her back. So that's all. But I wasn't saying, I'm the first one. No, that's not our agenda. We were just loving life. That's why everything you see on social media, it's what we live our lives. I don't want to be fake. I don't want to lie. It's reality.
I think it's sad because you said to me, it's such a beautiful story and everything that comes with that. But you are getting still getting the three horrible ones. You're getting homophobia, you're getting racism, that's disgraceful. And then you're also getting trolled as well.
And jealousy. Jealousy is the biggest thing. Jealousy.
I'm sad that that's still happening.
Those people will be there always. No matter what you do, Lisa, in life, people will be, those three things will always going to be there. What I'm realizing is how you educate your kid is starting from young age. If you brainwash your kid that gay is not right, that foreigners are not right, then the kid's going to grow up and understand that it's not right. I'm realizing it's wherever you educate, how you educate, and how, like my nephew, Harvey, two uncles, Art is getting married. Brian, they're having a baby. It's normal because they live everyday life. It's how you educate your kids. I'm not telling people how to educate their kids, but I want them to be open-minded. But those people will always, jealousy, like I said earlier, when we were talking before podcast, jealousy will destroy people. And if you're jealous of someone and you can't be happy with yourself, then you always will come for me.
Absolutely.
Always. You have to, you love yourself. I love myself. But let me rephrase this. I'm not arrogant love. I'm not ignorant. I love myself because I'm confident. I know who I am. I know what I can do. I love myself. If I don't love myself, how am I going to be with someone?
Absolutely. And how are you going to raise two beautiful daughters who like themselves? Very hard to fully embrace yourself. It takes time.
Exactly.
And, sometimes it takes a long time to feel very comfortable in your skin. And you've had a lot on your plate of late. You've had a lot of moves. The baby's arrived as well. So it's been busy. And you're keeping careers going. You're keeping a marriage going. But I think the most important thing is that you be true to yourself and be authentic. And what I love about yourself and Brian is that you're fully authentic. And as you rightly said yourself, I'm unapologetically myself.
Totally.
And I think, people need to understand that that's who you are and that's your character on and off the screen. So again, we'll park it, but it is sad that you still have to confront that because I don't have to confront that. So
yeah, but again, you see, that's why I'm like, is it not a gay thing or
is it a gay thing? We don't know.
We don't know. But at the same time, again, like I said, 97% are absolutely incredible. But the funny thing is those 3% who are bullying us, coming for us, they will confront me outside. They will never come to say that to my face.
Of course they won't.
That's the funny thing.
Of course they won't.
It's easy to, but in real life, you will never come to say that to my face.
Come to the Stella. Yes! We'll sort you out. Let's talk about something really positive. Newbridge Silverware.
Oh my God, I love them.
I know. Such a beautiful brand. So where's the connection? Where's the story? How are you involved? What's happening?
Tell us firstly, when you're in Ireland, if you don't know Newbridge Silverware, then get out. Because such an Irish icon, legendary. My first time it was in 2022 when they called me to do pictures and be the ambassador. Are you sure? Have you met me? I have tattoos, wild hair. That's not really your clientele.
Yeah.
Like, no, we want.
Oh,
the
that's
picture
great.
Where we did the pictures went everywhere. It was so amazing. People were coming on streets like, oh my God, I've been buying Newbridge Silverware for years. I love seeing your face. It was so incredible.
Yeah.
Again, you will have those, I'm not even talking about them. No more airtime for them. But it was such a great momentum for Newbridge Silverware to step outside the box, right? And then 3 years later, obviously they approached
Of course, because they were known as a very kind of clean,
beauty.
yeah,
And then you have me, the monster with big hair, with tattoos, like, let's be the face. But it was something different, which sometimes you have to move with the times. And then also now they approached me this year to say,
beautiful tattoos, actually, they're beautiful. Yeah.
So everything means something to me. And then when they approached me, what can we do to elevate? And I said, well, you have new boxes coming, which they launched, brand new boxes, same color, same box, but a different designs. The crafting is so different. And I said, you know what? You're legendary. I want to create one take video that I want to make it viral. And I end up filming myself. I could direct everything, but I have to say applause to every single one who worked on the show, on the mini movie. And I wanted to carry on the legacy. When you watch this video in 2073, you still will be, it's the heritage. I want to keep the Newbridge Silverware heritage, carry on the legacy forever for the new generation to come.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm doing new pictures and it's been amazing. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm always pinching myself. Are you sure? And it's working. It's amazing. And they've been, honestly, William and Monica have been absolutely incredible to me. I love them to bits. It's like my Newbridge Silverware family.
Oh, and the thing about Newbridge is because it's such an Irish brand, and of course they have the affiliation with all the movie stars, and they have the beautiful museum as well down in Newbridge. I love that.
They need to go there, especially the amount of things. Actually, they had Victoria Beckham's things now there. It's incredible.
Oh, they have Princess Diana. They have, I don't know if they still have, they have Marilyn Monroe still there.
Yeah. So they're incredible what they're doing. It is legendary. Like again, if you're in Ireland, you don't know Newbridge Silverware, there's something wrong with you.
Now, Arthur, we've only spent nearly, 25 minutes together, and already I'm like, oh my God, I need to see more of you on television. I need to hear more of you. What would you like to do next? I suppose there's many things I'm sure you have earmarked between perfumes, and I'm sure you'd love to do books, and there's different things, but when can we see more of you?
Oh my God, Lisa, I don't know.
And what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Well, I'm an entertainer person. Obviously, I don't do politics, as we all know. But I always say,
you should, yeah.
Do you imagine? But I would love to do like a Saturday night entertainment show. I don't think that's what it but I think Ireland needs more fun and more colorful TV show. That like a glittery stage. That's what we need more. Since I've been here,
a shiny floor, glittery.
That's why we stay in showbiz. I always say Brian and I would love to, but now I was like, forget Brian. I have a new business partner here, Donald Skeen. Because when we did the High Road, Low Road, it went so big. Everybody was like, oh my God, this is the duo we needed. I was like, really? And then when we're doing the podcast, people just want to have fun.
Yeah.
There's so much sadness out there, Lisa. I don't do that. I'm crazy. I'm sweating already sitting here because I love, as you know, life so much. I want to do shiny floor TV shows, or I want to travel. I think the thing is me and Donna are working this, hopefully, fingers crossed, on a show that we want to travel together. Imagine, from foodie, from dancing, we just want to help people, communities. And also, I want to discover Ireland. So the first show I would love to do is travel around Ireland.
Really? Yeah, around Ireland?
I'm a traveler. I love my travels. I've traveled the world.
I know.
So imagine getting I said to Donald, I want an RV. He was like, what? I was like, get an RV, get in, and let's drive. Why not? What else can happen? Imagine I want to see Ireland through a foreign eyes.
Oh, I like that.
I want to see Ireland through someone different who wasn't born here. I'm still discovering and I'm still tasting new food that I didn't know it's Irish. I still are learning new slangs like they say in Irish I didn't know existed. So I want to discover for me and I want to share with the world. Why not?
Does Donald cook for you? Does he cook nice food for you?
No, he did before. Can you hear this? No, I mean, the man is so busy. He's doing his new TV show. The whole summer's going to be busy. No, I love him to bits, but we moved here in lockdown together. So I was living with him for 4 weeks.
That's right, because he
moved
from America. Yeah.
It's so funny. He cooked for me. Listen to this. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. For 4 weeks, I was served all these 3 meals. I mean, I was very lucky.
You're very lucky.
Like wow. I was like, okay, what? And he's so good because there's nothing at home. He'll open the fridge. If there's like 3 ingredients, he will make something. I was like, how? Well, how did you do this? And I was like, can you do the same dish tomorrow? He's like, I don't remember what I did. And he was like, this is why I write books. I was like, oh, your books. I'm like, how do you even come up with these recipes?
Well, you see, I could open a pantry and I don't know what to make. I feel like I'm a little bit can't cook, won't cook. I don't know.
No,
I'm not great. Are you good at cooking, or can you? You're the worst.
But I love, what.
Okay, so if we were married, it would be a disaster.
You have the ready meals. You can just put together, mix this, mix that, and then that's it. The meal is cooked. But to start fresh, go buy the ingredients. Forget it.
No.
We will order pizza in because I wouldn't be able to cook. I swear to God.
We haven't even talked about Brian. I think he's going to feel very bad. Who? Brian who?
Sorry.
Because it's all about Arthur. But Brian, I know he's very kindly at home with the girls this morning and taking them to school and everything as well.
He said, you go enjoy. Because actually Blake is preschool, so he's with Blue.
Oh, that's nice. And the girls are just so beautiful,
Thank you.
But it's like Brian has his own career, but you also then have your own career. So, in a way, you're two separate entities, but when you come together, you're a force. Would you work together? Could you see yourselves doing something like that?
100%. Listen, we are, like we said, we're not getting any younger, and it's shoppies. One thing is amazing, and then second, boom, everything is gone. So
it's a temporary industry for sure. Yeah.
That's a good way it's a temporary. It's not forever. You don't know what could happen. Mariah Carey could have a #1 singles every day and then suddenly nothing. Do you know what I mean? You don't know. So me and Brian are open to suggestions. We're doing so many different things together. And if there's a TV show coming, 100% we will jump on.
Yeah.
On the occasion. So,
I'd love that. I think you could definitely host a Saturday night glittery floor show, the two of you together. I'd be tuning in every Saturday.
Yes. I was saying, imagine being the gay Anton Dake.
Yeah, that literally just came out. What I was thinking before you actually said it was Anton Dek Saturday Night Takeaway.
Yes.
I mean, it's pretty surprising that we're both telepathy. We're both in the same.
Both creatives, that's why.
That's why we're both completely creative. Absolutely. But I suppose, there's lots still coming down the track for you guys that you have to manage because you've got all the kids and everything as well. So what finally, aside from television, would you love to produce? Because you're a producer ultimately at the end of the day. My goodness, you literally haven't you? You've worked with Beyonce, you've worked with Rihanna. My God, we haven't even got to that yet. We're going to squeeze that in at the end. So go on, tell me.
It's so funny saying that. I've been actually putting something together. I haven't told anybody. It's the first time I'm going to say this.
Exclusive.
It says, my dream is to create a dance show touring around, but it's not just not just a hip hop, not just a jazz, just like an hour and a half dance show, beautiful story. Just go. I'm working on it. So I'm just going to find investors, producers, and then just go for it because I'm going to make that happen. This is the first time I'm saying this. And I always say, you don't try, you don't get, you don't ask, you will never know.
That's it. There's always...
You don't ask, you don't get, you don't try, you will never know. So that's what I always say.
True. And I always feel, for me anyway, I always say there's never problems, there's only solutions.
J'adore. Voilà.
J'adore. And that is written on your...
I know.
J'adore. Let's do this.
Mom's writing because the first time... long story, but my mom had cancer back in 2014 and I was panicking and I said, can you write your name in Armenian? She wrote on a piece of paper. She's like, you're not going to do a tattoo, are you? I was like, mother, no, of course. She can't give out to me because too many tattoos. And then this is actually, my base is actually offered me. We're in Amsterdam. They paid for this for my birthday. And I said, can you write J'adore and let's do this? And I've been saying this all my life without realizing. Even when I was start French, I was like, oh my God, J'adore, J'adore, J'adore. But let's do this. I always said, let's do this without realizing until people start reminding me of. So I was like, oh my God.
Well, it's all about let's do this. But before we wrap up, can you believe we're nearly out of time?
No,
I know everyone.
I can talk to you forever.
I know. I'd say there'd be people still coming in to watch Formula One or Lilo and Stitch. Stitch, don't move. J'adore. That's such a gorgeous word, of course. But it's more, the sense of people are going to give out to me if I don't ask you about Beyonce and Rihanna. We have to squeeze this in before we go. J'adore, j'adore. Now, I've interviewed Beyonce and I love, yes.
Wait, what's the song? I was dancing with her. 2009 by any chance?
It was she actually launched her own perfume in Macy's. I was there with my father before my father sadly passed away. Yeah, it was huge.
I was dancing for the Heat, not with her at the time.
I was in New York in Macy's. That's where were we there same time?
No, I was in London.
Okay.
Oh my God, how funny! No, listen, I've been so blessed. For people who never believed me as a dancer, I work with top artists and I toured the world. And my last tour was 2009 with Girls Aloud. I did 4 years with them. And because they booked me so much, I couldn't do anything else. So they literally, January comes, you were booked until December. I was like, guys, what if there's other jobs comes? Like, no, you're coming with us. So
well, it's like anything. You find somebody good, you don't move after that.
But the thing is, I always was humble. I always auditioned for the tours. So if they say, oh my God, but you're Arthur, you've done it, why you know, like the dancer will say, why are you auditioning? They already know. I was like, no, they want to see me audition, I'll audition. It's a courtesy. I have to, because I never been a big-headed. I'm not, do you know who I am? No, you can book me. I already done 2 tours. No, because I could have changed. You know, the hair is changing. My persona's changing. Not the persona, but the looks are changing.
Yeah, physicality.
Physicality, sorry, that's the word I was looking. So I always been like, you want me there? I'll be there. Big-headed doesn't get you far. You have to be grounded. That's exactly what I did. But they were booking me. I was like,
Beyonce, tell.
Actually, yeah, I did couple of things with her. Obviously, 2 things I can't talk about because, you know, you
signed the NDAs. Yes.
Bloody NDAs. Yeah. But the last thing also I did, it was like a 2009, I'm in a DVD, you know, I'm Sasha Fierce. I remember we were in O2 Arena and she's recording the tour from different countries. So they're going to put a DVD together from different countries. And this momentum when she's on stage B, they need dancers to fill out the stage because she's going to dive, you know, the surfing.
Yeah, of course.
So because you can't have the fans around it. Normally there's no fans around the stage B, but we need to be the dancers. So because I was tall and everything, so there's a picture actually. And also I was the only person who can hold her drink. So there's a picture. Actually, I need to find it. I'll show you. You actually holding the drink, and then she came and she was talking to me, drinking the thing, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, having fun. And then when she's diving into our arms, I was the one holding her. Also, I was so tall.
You are very tall.
Literally, I was like, hi. Yeah, it's just, I mean, Kylie, like so many things I've done. It's just, but I've done a couple of little things with her. And she's so humble.
Beautiful.
She's incredible now. She's on tour. It's just, listen, I'm still pinching myself. And then when I launched Rihanna for the Fenty first time for Puma, I was like, oh, here and there. I was like, my God, you're Rihanna. Like, it's just,
yeah. But I'm not surprised. I am not surprised because of the energy and the, as I said, joy and the vitality you bring to everything that you do. A tiny little podcast in Rathmines in the Stella Cinema to your...
It's big. Look where we are. It's big.
To, you know, the big stage and screens of Rihanna and Beyonce and working with Donal and of course across RT with Dance with the Stars. Yeah. I mean, you really embody the word effervescent.
I did, but you know what I say? Don't be big-headed because things, again, I've done all that. And now I'm still living the normal life. I'm not there in Hollywood. I could have, but you know, like, yeah. No, because in the end of the day, no matter what you do in life, you go back to down to earth. I'm going to spend time with family. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to travel because no matter what you do, it's come and goes. Where are my tours? Where are my Beyoncés? Do you know what I mean? They come and go.
Where are my Beyoncés? J'adore.
Do you know what I mean? So in the end of the day, you need to know who you are. Enjoy every single minute of it. But at the end of the day, we're all going to go back to reality, you know?
Of course. And on that note, because that's actually a very positive note, you have the little girls and you have Brian around the corner. And I'm so happy to say that, you know, you're a joy and a presence to be in. And I'm wishing you the very best. You have so many wonderful endeavors we can't even talk about here that are happening. And I wish them all for you because you are a wonderful person. And best of luck with it all, Arthur.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Thank you.